Hi everyone, today I will talk about the story. The Symphony of Routine. 30 years of marriage hadn't erased the edges of Evelyn and Thomas's life, it had simply smoothed them into a comfortable, familiar shape. The story of their mornings was a simple, two-part symphony. Thomas, always the early riser, would already be in the kitchen when Evelyn came down. He'd be standing by the window, silently nursing his cup of coffee, the aroma a comforting prelude to the day. Evelyn, meanwhile, would head straight for the pantry to retrieve the ancient, battered tin of Earl Grey tea bags. Another day, another puzzle, Thomas murmured one Tuesday, watching her pour the boiling water. He wasn't referring to a crossword, he meant the never-ending dance of keeping a life together, the bills, the schedule, the health appointments. Evelyn just smiled, a knowing curve of the lips that needed no verbal translation. Well, that's what we have two brains for, isn't it? One to remember the gas bill, the other to remember where the umbrella is. Their greatest challenge wasn't a sudden crisis, but the daily grind of silence and assumption. Lately, Thomas had been working late, his energy dwindling with each passing week. He would come home, eat dinner with a strained look, and immediately retreat to his reading chair, a wall of exhaustion rising between them. This evening, Evelyn didn't wait for him to sit down. As he walked past her, she simply reached out and caught his hand, holding it firmly. Her touch was warm and solid against his calloused skin. "You've been out there fighting battles all day, haven't you?" she said quietly. Thomas stopped, his shoulders finally slumping. "It just feels heavy, Ev. Everything feels heavy." She led him not to the sofa, but to the worn, velvet armchair by the fireplace, her chair. "Sit. Just for 5 minutes. Don't talk about work. Tell me something pointless." Thomas obeyed. He sat, closed his eyes for a moment, and then slowly began to recount a ridiculous, decades-old memory of trying to assemble a flat-pack bookcase on their first date, a disaster that ended with splinters and take-out pizza. Evelyn laughed, a clear, ringing sound that banished the quiet strain in the room. It wasn't a sudden, grand declaration of love, nor was it the solving of any major problem. It was just a small, deliberate moment of connection, a reminder that the love they shared wasn't some distant treasure, but the simple, enduring warmth they could build in a quiet living room, one tired hand in another. That was the real magic of 30 years. Thanks for listening.